This is your daily market review for Thursday, May 4th, 2023. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at XP Realty, aka the Trading Agent, and this is your daily market review for Thursday, May 4th, 2023. Hopefully you are paying attention to everything that is going on because we got a very interesting market setup. Not surprised that the real volatility was only going to start later in this week. And guess what? It is upon us. If you have any questions, please reach out. I appreciate all the love, support, and generous donations. Let's get into it. If you're new to the channel, check out the Discord room. Link is in the description below. A lot of great conversation today. Hopefully people are aware of some of the levels. Sedge, popping, AMD action, laying off some of the fertilizers, watching the financials. I mean, just so many things going on. So again, grab some coffee, get your journal out, take some notes of the levels. Let's get into it. If you're new to the channel, please follow on Twitter. Always posting what we think is pretty important. A lot of stuff going on in the world. Let me be your source for news, essentially. Also, too, if you're new to the channel for YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Tons of content, back to basics series, doing live chats, trying to keep people informed. And the website, thetradingagent.com. Here's where I have, again, the back to basics series, starting from beginner level to more expert. Also posting the daily market reviews and trying to keep people informed. Please sign up for the newsletter for some of the content that I am sharing that's a little more in-depth, and also not necessarily might not be on the Discord room. So please check it out. Fed Watch tool, let's get into it. Next meeting, June 14th, correct? Yeah. As of right now, it looks like a pause. We're at the pause stage. Pause, pause, pause. Remember, cuts are typically bearish. Pause can be looked at bullish or bearish. I personally think, again, things are hitting the skids pretty quickly, so don't be surprised when the markets do what they're going to do. Bitcoin, we talked about it, chopping, staying in a tight range. Oil, pretty wide and loose range. Now, I'm not surprised we bounced after going back into the 60s. This is probably where OPEC starts waking up and going, hey, but guys, it's time to do some cuts. They know we got to refill our SPR. I don't see much downside until the market gets smoked. And when the market gets smoked, could oil just unload completely? That's kind of my worry here. Again, you can trade it however you want, but I'd rather be late to commodities than early. Same as natural gas every day. What do you think, Dan? What do you think? Again, people left comments in the previous day review. 2 people said, yeah, delete it. 1 person said, it looks pretty attractive here. And it's like, attractive meaning like what's attractive about it? That it's going to chop out and go nowhere? If that's attractive, that's like, that's like the high school librarian attractive? Question mark? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Let's get into the goods. The dollar. Chopping. What did we say? If you can't get over the 50-day, 100-day, it come back down. Watch the 20 now. It's holding multi-day range low, 20-day. Let's see what happens. Because, again, there's 2 scenarios. Dollar could go ripping higher. Market could hate that. Dollar could get sold hard, and that means we got issues and with probably the debt ceiling stuff. Either way, watch for volatility in the market, in the dollar, especially bonds and dollar. Because again, if you're not trading these, you can trade them, I think, at extremes, but the volatility in these products is what's going to create volatility in the market. Same thing with the bond market. TLT could go raise higher, rates go lower, markets economy slowing. Then you also could see rates going higher, TLT down if inflation entrenching in. Again, a lot of people want to know exactly what's going to happen. I just tell people, watch for the volatility. I think that's the biggest thing you can do, in my opinion. Watch for the bond and dollar volatility, because it should help you with what? Figuring out what the market's going to do. Speaking of volatility, the VIX, right? Building, we talked about the first bottom would have a higher high, lower high, equal high. Well, guess what? You got a lower high, and now it's starting to wake up. Watch the levels. What do we say with the VIX? This is where it's hard to really trust, because again, I could see the Apple earnings. They haven't come out. Hopefully they'll be released by the time we get into in this video. It's 2:15 Mountain Standard Time, so 4:20 is usually when they release. The VIX could not close over 100. That's my biggest concern if I was, a bear. And again, hence why I think it could be a little volatile. Again, I don't know if Apple's going to save the market. Keep in mind, Buffett gets a $210 million dividend payment coming up. Will people sell Apple after the dividend? That's the question. That's my thinking. And it doesn't, again, their earnings, everyone knows they're going to be bad. So, skip it. Let's get to the SPY, right? SPY. We talked about these levels down here. We took like a failure, said watch what happens down here. Not surprising. Held for the day. Now again, Apple earnings are coming pretty soon. Not surprised. Again, I'm short, and I will add margin if we pop, and if we dump, I'm good. I mean, I'm kind of in a nice place, trading around positions, managing it, knowing that there's opportunities to be made. And again, the longer the chop, the bigger the move, in my opinion. Again, as I said, the market has not bottomed. Anyone who says that, it makes me want to puke in my mouth. 20-month moving averages on the SPY and the Qs keep getting hit, backing off. QQQ, same thing. It looks pretty distributive up here. Decent volume, a bull trap making new highs. I mean, leadership is narrowing. IWM, speaking of leadership, lagging. Watch for lagging. Look at this. Ugly, right? DIA, same thing. Gets up there, starts pulling back. Again, major levels of resistance playing out. Gold, new highs. Congratulations again. I mean, I've warned people. I'd like to buy it. Yes. Am I owning it? Again, I always own precious metals. I own physical. But when I look at the pair trade between shorting the market, especially tech, or going long gold, I'd rather put my eggs in that basket. Now, if gold goes higher, great. If it doesn't, I've seen this both times. I've seen it many ways where it can go sloppy and choppy. It's just easier, in my opinion, to short tech. Silver, nice little retest of the range highs. Keep it on it. Now, again, is it confirmed bullishness? It's looking like it. Now, I mean, I can't lie about it. If it goes higher, it goes higher. I'm not on that bus. Congratulations if you are. Just be careful, though, because the GDX, the miners, could also get slammed. If you've not studied the past, that's what they do typically. Look at the high volume. Be careful. Here, I'll show you the monthly I haven't done in a while. Here you go in 2008. Here was COVID. Again, it's not that the miners are junk. It's just that they have market exposure. They're susceptible to credit crunches. All these things that are market, related can hit the miners. And so, again, good luck if you're long them. That wick looks a little scary. Someone did a big order at the close. Clearly, I can see on the 10-minute. We'll see. GDXJ, same thing, but it's lagging. Here's the thing. Juniors typically lead. If you watch this video, you followed me for years, you know I study the hell out of gold and silver. Again, I choose to trade them when I think they're obvious. Here, again, I think it's going to be a little hard. And again, if it goes up, great. I don't care. I mean, again, if the bull market started in this stuff, great. There'll be dips along the way. AG, chopping here, hits the range highs, fails. AEM was up pretty nicely today. I think, did they have earnings? Oh, no, I don't know. Mosaic had earnings after the close yesterday. Yikes. Sorry. That looks pretty good, but just keep in mind, high volume at the highs. Is it a trap just to fill gaps, right? I said that, watch out for that earlier in the week. Is it just a trap to fill gaps? I don't know. You're not there yet. Just keep that in mind. If you have any questions, again, reach out. Personally, I think miners, just trade them, manage them. Don't get comfortable in this market. Newmont, we talked about lagging. This is what concerns me about miners. Lagging. Here's January's highs. Where are we? Not even close. PAAS, same thing. A lot of these miners just not even close. Why? All right, let's get into it. Good old AMD. This is why I always talk about managing your positions, and when you hit extremes, take a little profit, and you can always just get back in, or just be careful. Because here's the thing. Something that's down already 20% off the highs, this kind of crap happens all the time in a bear market. News, rumors, all these things. Well, it comes out that they're doing some AI stuff with Microsoft. Wink, wink, NVIDIA. Glad we got NVDS for the long term for a trade. Swing trade. Again, competition is coming in AI. Look what it does. Bounces. Takes out the range highs. Comes right back. If you talk this short at the 20-day, you're looking pretty good. I think you're fine. So just give yourself time. Oh, excuse me. I think, again, as we talked about, chips are in a glut session, and prices are becoming down in time. We're saying, well, isn't a price in the stock? It's like, no. Look at the market caps and multiples. Not even close. Taiwan Semi, same thing, holding the 200-day, just chopping. Feels like it's got a lot of room to drop. Micron, we talked about this trading range. Every time I hit 64, 65, backs off. There you go. I mean, it looks like a big consolidation pattern. You'll see the 49 level again, in my opinion. NVIDIA, competition is coming. 20 days the key. Nice little rip up, fake out, in my opinion, is what it is. Trap, in my opinion. Big trap. Big bull trap, but it'll play out. Intel, because again, SMH looks like junk. You'll see it. Chopping around. I guess they're liking some of the news. Competition is coming, whatever you want to call it. Competition. And here you go. Lagging. Speaking of SMH, right? Lagadocious, we're below the 250 area, but it is holding above 240s, which that's kind of What I told people, just watch this area. Like, that's the next support zone. Keep in mind, it's going to go when it's going to go, right? Starbucks, this is just right next to SMH in my list, and it's like, friends shorted it. Congrats. Watch it holding the 100, 200 day. Don't be surprised if it bounces or chops around if the market bounces and chops down. Oh boy, DraftKings, major guide down for 2023. That's sad to see. For bulls, SMH, like we said, chopping. Adobe, we talked about chop, top, flop. Chop, top, flop. This is what's coming to the market. Good old Apple, man, it is. They are running late. It is. What is that? 166.40. The earnings have not come out. We'll go back to it at some point, but here you go. 20-day. Is this a professional gap down? Yikes. Be careful. We'll see. Amazon, talked about lagging. Dwayne shorted up near the highs. Chirumba, just chopping, waiting, let it play out. Again, all techs look tech is just, feels like it's just a matter of time. CRM, talked about the 200 level. Here you go, under the 20-day, choppy, toppy. I mean, this is hard. You always want it to just to go, but it doesn't, right? It's just not. Guggenheim, same thing, chop, top. Meta, oh boy, Scott, if you're listening, told you this feels very similar to the extreme down here, where it gapped down, went a little lower, and then, well, here you go. Here's the gap top. You're into the gap. I don't know how, again, people are saying, oh, it's going to 250. I'm like, you are high as a mother. Microsoft holding up. Again, all these things I expect to come down. Novice gap, trap. There is a gap up here at 313. Do we feel it? This one's a little harder. NDAQ chopping around. Not surprised. I mean, it's been taken down from 658 down to 53, 10% in a week and a half. Talked about the composite, the NASDAQ as an exchange. It's not going to do well because volumes are going to die in time. If you don't see how and why, please watch the Back to Basics Tech War. Who wins? It's not tech. There's the answer, but the why is crucial. MicroStrategy holding up. Bitcoin chopping around. Again, their earnings, whatever, probably doesn't matter. Just basically whatever happens to Bitcoin. Netflix, same thing, chopping around. We told you to short up here. Now it's just playing the game. Let it come down. Good old Roblox. Again, all these names just look so bad. They stop giving guidance. It rallies and it makes lower lows. Just ugly. Tesla, no love. No love. Again, the stock is going to be a double-digit stock, maybe $30, $50 extreme. Who knows? Looks like crap. Gaps down on earnings, going nowhere. Just consolidating. Even as the market holds up, it's got a whole lot of nothing. Materials. Look at Nucor today. Good God. Breaking range lows. Things that you don't see if the market's bullish. Letter X. Things that aren't bullish, right? This thing is just getting pulverized. Come on down. And this is where we get excited because we want these discounted prices. VALE, right? Come on down. Come on down. Caterpillar, yeah, come on down. Come on down. Now, it's not breaking the range lows from earnings, but it doesn't look good to me. It just looks like a tight consolidation, right? Chopness. Arrow, this one is holding up way better than the other names, which is impressive. Copper name, a junior or a medium company. Keep an eye on it. Just, again, CCJ, everyone loves nuclear power. Again, I'll see this thing in the 18 to 20 range, in my opinion. CF. Mosaic, CF had good earnings. I mean, I don't even know how to perceive earnings as good or not anymore. It's so hard because the numbers, you don't know what the numbers were against what they were, once against who they were. Fox Factory Holdings, is that Foxconn? No. Yeah, sorry. Doesn't look great. Look at Mosaic. Earnings. Ay, Chihuahua, come on down. Yeah, come on down. Come even lower. I don't give a Take me to the river. Wanting in the water. That would be pretty sweet. Bring it back to where it all started. Wouldn't complain about that. NTR following. Again, all these names got powed. Let them come down. Let them come down. AAA, Aaron. Global growth strong. Aluminum company with one of the biggest aluminum back at the range lows of October. So bullish. No. XLF. We talked about this. 3250 to 3350 area short. Congratulations if you are, right? KRE. Yeah, everything's fine. Tell me this is just how, now again, I know this looks like a little bit of a doji indecision candle. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if money rotates into banks because people think they're cheap, whatever, again, it's just showing you that credit crunch is coming. Bigger issues, near term, right? Is it just this? I mean, it's one of those things where it's just, I think in time it goes much lower. Look at JP Morgan. Congratulations if you shorted this in the 142 plus area. 20, trying to hold on to the 50-day. I think this gap fills at some point, going lower. Morgan Stanley already taking the train to the Southlands, taking out range lows potentially. Watch the 83 level. We're basically there. It could fail, flop. Goldman Sachs, same thing. Hits the 100-day, kapow, right? Watch what happens when it gets down to the range lows. Everything doesn't really look that good, folks, but people just keep pounding the table like, everything's great, everything's great. And like, all right, you're crazy. XBI. Now, again, I'm glad I'm not short this because, again, it's always hard to short things that are closer to lows. Let it come to you. 84. I mean, maybe it gets up into this 85 range. I personally don't have any desire to short these because they've already come off a ton. Keep that in mind. 170s, 180 level, and now you're at 80. I mean, I understand why people would short. I guess it's one of those things where let the trend break maybe. Like, let it play out. Just don't be early. Maybe let it play below the 20-day. I mean, it looks... I don't know. Hold on. I'm trying to draw to see if there's anything I'm seeing here that could be seen for folks. Yeah, I mean, again, yeah. You see it. Just please be careful. Moving on to solar. Yeah. Yeah. Did I miss anything? No, I don't think so. Banks, XBI. Yeah. Come on down. Got a lot of people attacking me for telling you to short it. I mean, somebody was like, "Oh, you said ENPH is a short," and I'm like, "No, I said it's ugly down here. If you were watching up here, we warned that solar was going to get obliterated at some point. Well, now it has, and it will because oil prices come down again. This is how we always get hooked back on oil and gas, is that at some point they become so cheap where we reuse them again. And again, the whole solar thing, it's a big cyclical sloppy mess. Just be careful. Sedge, congrats if you shorted this on the pop today. Said watch for the pop to flop. Don't know about you, but big red, gap up, hits the 100-day, kapow. Little birdie, if you're watching, thanks for selling puts to us. Silly fucking clown. First solar, building, come on down. I'm not sure why Apple's so slow to release earnings, but let's get through the video irregardless. So keep an eye on it. HYG, again, we talked about corporate debt. Hanging on. Hanging on for dear life. Oil, gas, XOP, XOPP, coming back down. We told you to take profits up here in this area. Congratulations. Now it's coming back down. Let these names breathe. Let them breathe. We could come down a lot more. Don't be surprised. ExxonMobil, if you took that short up at the 116 plus level, high five to you, my friend. Real man of genius. Well done. Now what? Let it come in. Let it breathe. Let it do what it's going to do. If you've got profits and you feel like you want to manage it, take a little off and wait for some bounces. If you don't care, at post earnings, it looks good to me. Heading lower. Oxy, the Buffett special, right? Like after the close today, I'm assuming Buffett probably is going to sell a ton of calls, collect his dividend, and booyakasha. Oxy, same thing. He loves selling cover calls. The king is back. PXD. Same thing, like following ExxonMobil again. If they're talking about being bought out, whatever. Watch this area. People are like, what does that mean? Watch this area. Yeah, watch this area. Watch the mid, like 2 to 200 area. I know that's a wide range maybe in your opinion, but hey, it's stock moves hella fast either way. And if you're not familiar, well, guess what? Get familiar. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. So keep an eye on it. Come on, Apple. I want your earnings to come out. Don't want to stall too long. EQT. This one's been interesting, right? Just chopping around, slopping around. We talk about these names. They look good, but you just got to be patient. Flex LNG. We'll end it here. Maybe Apple won't come out. Here we go. Come on down. Like I said, I think we're going to be a massive exporter of natural gas at some point in the future. This company has the goods to do such. I think in time, if you're patient, let it come down. Again, all these names, we're going to go shopping, and there's going to be, it's like shopping at a thrift, not necessarily, I mean, I don't know, shopping at your favorite store, and there's no one around. Everyone's scared. Everyone's just in their mind going, I don't know if I should buy or sell. And we're going to be like, guess what? We're going to take we're going to buy some stuff and flip it, short-term and long-term. Gifts from the absolute trading guides. If you don't know what I'm talking about, how all this works, what is the best thing to do, again, reach out. If you have any questions, always here to help. I think I'm just going to have to wrap this up. No earnings for Apple, but after the close, keep an eye on it. Stay in touch with the trading agent website. Hit me up if you have any questions. But yeah, I think we're coming down the pipe. And maybe do we sell in May and go away, or is it going to be a little more June-ish? I don't know. but I think the Big Short makes total sense to me. Please reach out. Have any questions? Again, thank you for all the generous donations. Again, your efforts to be involved. Because again, when the student is ready to teach your peers, you need to be willing to do the work to get done what you need to get done. So on that note, if you have any questions, holler at your boy. Keep an eye on Apple. Remember jobs numbers tomorrow. And then after that, it kind of hit the vacuum for a little bit. So I'll be around. Peace. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.